Here we go. Fucking vertical boy coming in. I just got fined for 25 bucks because my vehicle was parked for more than 1 hour on the left side of the road. AKA, I'm in a parking spot and I got fined for standing in a parking spot. There's like space for maybe 500 trucks around here. Like there's no lack of space in case anyone else would have needed this parking space. So just the usual fucking government torture shit, instilling fear into its citizens. Always remember, like 25 bucks may not sound like a much, but a majority of people don't even have that much money. Like they literally rate, like 50% of the population has so little money that if they lost their job within 1 month, like they wouldn't be able to pay their rent. Like if they lost their job now, they don't have any savings. So 25 bucks for the average modern slave is like a fucking lifetime of saving money. Like that's like a year of saving money. 25 bucks. It's like a mixture of what the average person like finds on the ground in the supermarket in pennies and what they can save up in a month. It's just like 10 cents. Fucking amazing. Good job. Interestingly enough, nobody else got fined. So this might just be a fucking joke. Well, maybe they are onto me, you know? Maybe they are fucking onto me. Maybe they know something I don't know. Maybe it's like a hint. Don't come home now, bitch. You've got your hard drive. Cunt. Fucking. Yeah. Fuck off. Oh yeah, fucking. What else can I talk about here? What is there to talk about? It's been a long time since my last video, my dude. I kind of posted something about AIDS and HIV and how that shit is a scam. Can't fucking. How do I? Okay, no. Yeah, here we go. I'm a menace. Fucking menace of the road. Like, people start chasing me. Like, people kind of get like, bratty. Like, they kind of, the distance, they kind of get pushy. And then they realize just how much of a dangerous driver I am because I don't give a fuck. Like, I can't multitask. So what happens is I don't even look into my mirror. Like I just accelerate and like change lanes out of random. So these people, they kind of get pushy, and when they give it a shot, like at overtaking me, and I don't even realize they're overtaking me. So it usually almost ends in like like in a crash. And then they're like fucking 600 meters behind me, like keeping the distance. Like, whoa, what the fuck? This guy is like not paying attention. It's really funny. Kind of interesting. It's good weather. It's a good time. It's a good weather to die, actually. Like, even as a Christian, I think hell would be more interesting when this shit plays. Like, fuck. At least it's warm. braking, the good obedient fucker you are. Like, fuck off, nigga. Jesus Christ, just like a fuck ton of people, man. How come I'm in a car where this was built in 1996 and I'm still able to accelerate faster than these fucks in the 2017 Hondas and Mitsubishis and whatnot? Like, that shouldn't be a thing. Maybe it's just retardation. Ba ba bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum. Yeah. I recently saw some really good footage of a rocket super constellation. Really nice airplane, really good looking. When I look at some stats, some F-14 Tomcat stats. Damn, that plane's a fucking beast. Or I guess it was while it was still in service. Just the one thing that always got me about the Top Gun intro fucking thing, Jesus, was the fact that how fucking big the Tomcat was. Like, fucking F-14 is so fucking huge compared to like the pussy planes we have nowadays. Like, it's a fucking beast. Like, then I went online and started looking up like wingspans and shit of like the F-35, which is already quite small, so that wasn't like a good comparison. So I went like, okay, let's compare like an F-18 Super Hornet. Is it called a Super Hornet? I don't know. Like F-18 to an F-14, and like with extended wings, the F-14 has like twice the wingspan. Like the F-18 has like 10 meters and the F-14 has like 20 meters wingspan. It's like a fucking eagle. Like, imagine like an eagle dropping on its prey with like spread wings. That's like what the F-14 looks like when it fucking rapes your fucking ass in your dinky shit plane. Like, it's so fucking massive. It's really impressive. And it's like 2 meters longer than the F-18 even. Like, it's a fucking huge fucker. Like, the fucking F-14 looks like it has pecs, and like the F-45 looks something with a fucking 4th grader scribbles on his fucking college block, like his fucking notebook, on his lined paper. Like, it's just fucking, I don't know. I really enjoy good design. Like, people put so much shit, like, value on like sex and intimacy and whatnot, but I am kind of unable to feel that. Like, I don't feel intimacy. Like, even if I held something in my arms, I would probably feel just nothing. Like, the distance between that and like turning your head until your vision goes black and you never wake up again, it's like, as edgy as that sounds, it's like zero. Like, there's some things where, like, based on faith and like understanding of the afterlife and the Bible and a couple of things, that's like the only thing that would hinder me doing that. Like, if I raised my gun and pointed it at another person's head, like, the only thing, there's no moral, like, nothing based in this world, it's all based in the next world. Yeah, fucking winking these guys through. Jesus Christ, what a nigga. Yeah, just go fucking hit it. There's nothing happening, like, fucking drive. So, like, the only thing that would keep me from shooting would be like the awareness of hell. And what comes after this shit show right here? But besides that, but it's different with inanimate objects, like certain airplanes. Like I could imagine like holding an airplane, like not holding but like hugging, like they could touch like an original like F4, like a Corsair, or like if I could fucking like an F14, I would probably cry. At least get wet eyes. But yeah, that's like the most I feel. And I'm not keeping this like a secret. I already told it like to my parents and shit, and they didn't give a fuck. So edgy boy, edgy fucking boy. Damn, it's a lot of traffic today. Get off my road, wankers. Fucking A. Oh. So yeah, these are kind of the only things that really matter to me. Like I don't respond to praise anymore. Like for years I haven't. Like praise, like a pat on the head type of shit, and touch. Like a lot of aliens, like a lot of robots seem to be really sensitive to touch. It used to be the case with me. It used to be like, if you touch me, it used to be like I just got cattle prodded or something in that spot where I would be touched. But since like the last half a year or so, it's been getting so much worse. So I just don't feel anything anymore. Like there's nothing. Like I'm a fucking block of wood. Like I'm wood or steel. No, steel is fucking edgy, but I'm like a piece of wood. And yeah, fucking wooden Joe. So I don't respond to that anymore. I only respond to that in certain specific things, and it's like I'm vaccinating myself against these things. Like if I still find something that gets to me in a way, I overconsume on it, and then it becomes nothing. So there's less and less, and in time I will probably feel just nothing. Like already, like certain things that used to give me like goosebumps and shit in the past don't do anything for me anymore. Like I don't know. Like the thought of a couple of years back, I had this thing. Basically, the thought of getting your throat cut was really fucking disgusting to me. Like that would give me, just the thought would give me the shivers. But now it's like, yeah, man, wonder what it's like fucking having a hooded guy stand behind you, feel his fucking half-chub erection in your back or in the back of your head when he fucking jams a fucking butcher knife in your neck, and you lose like you pass out within like 10 seconds if he does it right, because your blood pressure just drops instantly. Like your brain is just going. Like that, I imagine to be quite an interesting experience. Oh yeah, that's fucking right. Fucking forgot how fucking dumb this is. Fucking right system here is. Let's go. Let's fucking go. There's no one behind me. Yeah, fucking, because these fucking retards, like you think you're a bad driver, you haven't seen shit like this. Like, there's a fucking, this guy's like 100 meters away from the light, and he almost stops. Like, not even I am that bad of a driver. Jesus Christ. Fucking, bet this thing has a hole between its legs. Couldn't be any other way. fucking audacity. There's so much traffic, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Now that I know which foods give you like diseases as you get older, I try to like make it a point to eat as much of them as possible. Because I want to die a very, very natural death, okay? Like natural death by modern definition, which is the most unnatural fucking death ever. Death induced by eating shit, poisonous food for decades. It's 60 here, I'm going 90 already. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I already got fined for nothing. Gotta get fined for living. Fucking A. You fucking go. You're paying my dues. No seatbelt, bitches. Ooh. So fucking done. Shit. Here we go. 50 here, 120 kilometers an hour. Whoa. This shit used to give me sensations, but now it's just nothing anymore. Like yesterday or the day before, like a fucking teacher at my whatever the fuck you call that school where you learn like a skill and he went like, oh well, I went like 100 miles. No, how much is that? Like 90 miles on the autobahn, like on the highway, and I turned off my light for like 3 seconds, and I almost shat my pants in my head. I was like, yeah, bitch. I went purposefully, like I tried to, I went home at night, like on the weekend. I went like 150 on a fucking country road through a forest. I turned on the light for like fucking 10 seconds. Just to see what happens, and what always happened was that my eyes adjusted to the light, and I could see the road again. So, and I didn't even feel anything. Like there was no sensation, and there's no sensation here. There's just nothing. I can go as fast as I want, and there's nothing. Like not even, like even if I make like a mistake and I'm like. Switched off for a second because I get caught off hand by a Ford, and I'm like have to catch the car like going straight in a turn or something, and have to like rip the steering wheel around to make the turn. Like even if something like that happens, there's no like feeling in my stomach and no adrenaline rush. That shit doesn't happen anymore. Like there's nothing. There's just nothing. And I'm like, the worst part about a lot of shit is like I think about degenerate stuff and modern society a lot, and then the worst part is always like, this is what I come down to, like I always end up thinking the worst part is that I am part of that so much. Like I am capable of these things these people do, like with almost everything degenerate that you can imagine. I know I am capable of in my mind. It's like there's no barrier anymore. There's just nothing. That's the worst part about all of that. So I think I just deserve elimination at this point. Like sometimes, like I have stopped masturbating actually almost completely. Like I'm not doing anything sexual anymore. I don't look at porn. Just nothing and everything. Like, but just walking around and you catch yourself thinking the most fucked up shit ever, and you just want to die on the spot. Like sometimes I walk around and I see like a pile of dog shit, and when I have like a split second I think about eating it, or like shit like this, like, and then you just want to die. Like you see like people and you're like, this would be a good opportunity to push someone in front of like a truck that is coming along the road or some shit, and you're like, fuck, like I'm so dead. Like, there's just nothing left. This morning I woke up and I had like, and I have like my quality of sleep has decreased even more, and for like a couple of seconds I felt like vomiting, but then it kind of stabilized. Bitch as fuck. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Here we can fucking speed again. Yeah, baby. Speeding. There's a cyclist. I'm gonna overtake him. Here we go, boy. Here we go. Sorry. I'm overtaking him. Okay, I have overtaken the cyclist. Here we go. Fucking oncoming traffic where it shouldn't be oncoming, because this is a very rarely used road. This is because this is a special day. Like, it makes no fucking sense, okay? It's still middle of the working day. Like, most people should still be at work or on their way home right now. But somehow the weather is fine, so more cars appear on the street out of nowhere. Like, fucking, it makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, let's fucking go. I'm so fucking done. Let's just fucking go. Oops. Oh, yeah, this guy did like a fucking evasive maneuver. Fuck. Yeah, boy, 120. That was funny as fuck. Let's get this thing here. Yeah, I think something on the car broke. Like, let's fix this. Let's fix this shit up. Let's go a bit slower. Okay, now it's okay again. Fuck. Yeah, something on the right side of the car is fucked. Like, I feel something bumping. Jesus. And 140, 145. Okay, I gotta brake as a village here. It's pretty fucking fun. Left turn. This is a bit where at like fucking 12 o'clock at night I went like, this is the part, like, can I show this shit? Like, I don't know if you can see this. This is like a bit where I went like 140 without lights. It's a straight bit, but like this fucking the car is kind of has a bad rev. I don't know how to explain it, but you kind of have to kind of rev it up every time you accelerate, so you can shift. Anyways, 100 miles an hour, fucking yeah, baby. Just slow down a bit, because I don't want to kill that old woman that always takes a walk here. Okay, here we fucking go. Right hand turn. 5th to 2nd gear in one shift. Great, good job. Here we go, almost fucking went off the road with that turn. Fuck off, bitch. This video is gonna be private because some of my fucking relatives found my YouTube channel via my phone, and like my phone sends, you can see fucking, anyways, you get the point, fucking Gmail, suck my dick. If if I could bomb Google headquarters, I would do it in an instant. I would fucking sacrifice myself. Give me a tactical nuke, I will walk in there, I will do it. Fucking backpack nuke. Boom. Construction site just went overhead. Fuck. It was 50 here, I'm going 80. Nice. Fucking hope it ends soon. Shit show. Fucking shit show on of it. Jesus. Most incoherent video I've ever made, my dudes. Okay, let's go. This guy wants to fucking take a turn. Yeah, fucking do it. Like there's enough space to flag it. So after this guy I'm gonna fucking blast my dick. Fuck, he has to wait. I do hate certain aspects of society. Mumbo jumbo, bitch. Fucking starts smelling like cake dough. Someone's waiting behind me and I can't do shit. Fucking amen. There's so much traffic and so many faggots on the road. It's almost despicable. Here we go, next turn. Okay, went over the fucking sidewalk with the car. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's just so fucking over. Bitch, it's so fucking over. I'm getting out of this. I'm taking a nap. I'm taking a vacation. One-way ticket to the fucking afterlife. It's fucking spick kids running all around the place on their fucking rusty bicycles. I hope you get killed by a fucking 10-ton truck. Used to steal my toys, you bitches. Go. Fucking turn. Go down the road again. Car starts smelling like gasoline. Good job. Nothing is fucked. Hope this piece of shit breaks down so I can't kill myself. Oh, no. Yeah. So here we fucking go. Enter the lion den. Okay, here we go. This should do the job. This lights off, car off, engage, handbrake. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Read. Do I have it with me? More than likely not. Let's figure this out. I do not have it with me, indeed. Read The Scientific Dictatorship by the Collins brothers. It's hard to get, but it's worth the read. You wanted recommendations? Here you have them. It's a good book. Do that. Answers a lot of questions. And yeah, but it's actually like all you need. Like, get a Bible, get Scientific Dictatorship, and start eating meat. Nothing but meat, water, and salt. And with the meat, go like 40% not all protein. So like, make sure it's beef meat and the cheaper cuts with more fat in them. So like, beef, like meat, salt, water, Bible, Jay Dyer, Primal Edge Health on YouTube, these two, and that's basically your life. Like that will fix so much shit for you that you can, in theory, start a family. If you wanted to do that after you go through all of this shit, but like it's not an option for me any longer. Like I'm too fucked. Like I'm thinking like what it would sound like if I see a woman with like thin legs. I think about what sound it would make if like her legs broke. I imagine it's like a twig breaking, like a dried twig. Yeah. So here we go. This is like a unique insight in the background processes of my brain. I'm so fucking tired. I haven't been this tired since high school, when I was so fucking sleep deprived that I had like strokes and shit. My arm would go numb. It's just fucking... I'm already like praying every day that he takes me out. Like, I've done my job here. I've talked to you guys. I'm spreading the memo. I'm giving you the highest level information that I have achieved. So I'm giving you, some of you guys, a head start, and that's basically my goodbye present. Like, I don't know how much longer I will be fucking around here. It's getting more and more pointless every single day. I'm not going to cut my wrists or anything. I'm just gonna... No. Maybe I just wait for my first paycheck, and then I'm just gonna drive as far as I can, like Northern Europe or something, just wait in a fucking forest until I starve or something. Like, it's the only thing I've learned to do is like lie, deceive, and fucking endure. That's all I can do. Like, it's my most fundamental abilities are to fucking... Like, watch this. Like, no, it's not. Watch this. Like, I can, what can I do? Like, okay, you basically, you go like, you're a fucking normal faggot, okay, and you go like, you basically, you chat me up, you're like, okay, yeah, this and that funny thing happens when you show me like a fucking image macro. You tell me like a wine in person, okay? And you do the fucking movements and dance, and I want to fucking take my pencil and hold you down and slowly hammer it through your fucking skull with my shoe. But instead I go like, oh yeah, it's pretty funny shit, dude. Like, that's the level of fucking acting I'm able to put off. Like, I can... Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny. That's the most convincing. Like, I can fucking convince people that I'm happy. Watch. Yeah, I think that's pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would think so. Like, I can, like, I have all the fucking body movements down. Like, it's not just my mouth, my eyes are fucking moving. My eyebrows, nothing gives anything away. Like, fucking people think. Like, I'm always flatlining, but I can make people believe that I'm that I'm laughing at their shit. I'm a fucking turning, like, not a psychopath. I'm not manipulative. It probably has the same source, but it's not the same thing. Like, it constantly felt like I was manipulated when I developed like countermeasures. Like if someone's trying to manipulate me by faking something, when I would fake back, and I would just backstab him later by doing the polar opposite, but not saying anything, like you just shut up, and you do something that is unexpected. You let him run into his own like trap, like he thinks I got him set up, he's running on my road now, he's going down the road I set up for him now, when instead you basically set him up, end of the road where it's a fucking pitfall with like fucking wooden spears on the bottom that I smeared my feces over, so you get fucking infections. That's like the thing I do like automatically and not intentionally evil. And I don't plan on becoming intentionally disgusting. Neckbeard man, Rocket man, I'm a faggot, I have AIDS, and my name is Elton John. AIDS man. This is what I'm gonna do today. Yesterday my mom gave me a half a pound of gummy bears and like another, like a kilo of tortilla chips, like fucking chips, like cheese chips. So I'm just gonna eat all of that. And I'm gonna drink like 1.5 liters of like Coke. Like I did that once. Like looking at my life, it's always interesting to look back at things. Obviously memory is like a fucking frickle thing, like it changes all the time extremely. Like it fits constantly, it just fits your bill. Like that memory is so fucking unreliable, it's insane. But the things I can factually look at, because I have second-hand opinions and whatnot, like the numbness I have become aware after like turning 18 or some shit, or puberty, has definitely existed before that. Like a lot of shit people complain about, like for example people go like, you can't drink like milk and then do sport, you will throw up. Never experienced that shit. Like maybe I felt uncomfortable, but I'm so numb to physical things like that it doesn't matter. Like I think I've said that before, but sometimes when I have like a good day, I suddenly realize that I can feel more pain and more like sensations, because I do things that you would normally like not do anything to me, like stubbing my toe or getting shit in my eyes. Like for example, a lot of people complain about like when they are in the public spa that their eyes burn when they dive or some shit, so they always dive like this with their eyes closed and shit. Never had that. I would just go down with my eyes like open and they would turn red eventually, but I never felt that much pain. But if I have had like a good day and I would do that, I would definitely feel as much pain as other people experience. So what I wanted to say is that like even 10 years ago, like when I was 11 and shit, like I was able to like chug like a liter, like a fucking like a third, like I was able to chug like an entire carton, like a box of, I was able to chug like a liter of milk and then like 1.5 liters of like Coke. I can drink that in succession without trouble. Like I remember sitting on the back seat of a car similar to this, like right there, and I would just, my parents were like doing grocery shopping, I was waiting in the car, so I just picked up like a 1.5 liter bottle of fucking Coke and I just drank that in like one go. It just, there's no sensation. Like I don't feel, obviously I feel full, like feel filled up or something, but there's no thing about that. Like it's the same with eating. Like I can eat fucking 6 bananas in a row. Like there's nothing there. Like I don't even chew. Like this is another thing that I read recently. Like I hate self-diagnosing shit, but I read somewhere that like, one of the symptoms of children that children have like traumatic damage or like are victims of emotional damage or abuse is that they eat. Is like you can observe that they eat as if there is no tomorrow. Like they just stuff fucking shit in, like they're not certain when they are gonna get food the next time. And that's precisely how I fucking eat. I just put food in my mouth. I like chew 3 times. I bite it in pieces that are just big enough so I can swallow them. And I just fucking swallow them whole. Like when I eat like an egg, like a boiled egg, I put the entire egg in my mouth, and I eat it in like a second. I like bite it in half and I swallow like both halves. Like that's how I eat. Same goes for meat. Everything that you usually have to chew, I just cut it in pieces that are big enough to swallow, and just swallow that shit. Like that's how I eat. Like food for me is like a process. I taste it, but I don't care that much about it. Like my parents constantly like will point to the fact that you need to eat breakfast and you need to eat your lunch break, and or else you will not have energy and whatnot. I never felt that. Like hunger fucking is more driving to me than fucking stuffing myself in the morning and in the evening. Also, I have a strange biorhythm. Like eating sweet shit in the morning, like between 8 and 9, is fine. Okay, will not do anything to me. If I eat it beyond that, like towards midday, around lunchtime, if I eat like a fucking Snickers bar around lunchtime, it will fuck my system up and will be deadly tired in the afternoon, like dysfunctionally tired. So that's a thing. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know how I'm gonna end this video. There's so much to do. Like, I had like $300 on my bank account recently. Like right now I have $9 on my bank account, like $9, and so $300. So I went and I spent like $60 on fuel. When I was like in the city and I saw a street musician, and he was like the usual street musician shit, like playing really shitty music, having like a background thing running off like a CD or something. He was playing saxophone. So first of all, if you can afford a saxophone, you don't need my fucking money, okay? But anyways, I kind of wanted to like, I think with certain things you can self-harm in a proactive, in a useful way, okay? Like, if you, for example, I'm not talking about cutting yourself, but like giving away part of your wealth, like that hurts, but it's a positive thing because it makes you realize that you can't take that shit into the afterlife. Like after you die, it's gone, okay? Like there's no point in hoarding a fucking mountain of gold. You have to kind of accumulate and spend in a way that is useful in your life. You can't just accumulate. That's completely dog shit. Will never make. So I just took like, I had $300. I took like 150 because I still need some for my. Oh yeah, we're right. I spent like another 50 on like my fucking train ticket, so I had like 150. Like, anyways, at the end of it, I had like $9. No, I have $9 in my bank account, and I have like 20 in my purse. So I have like $29 in total right now, and I had like much more, but I gave it all to that fucking street musician. Like I dropped like a fucking €100 note into his fucking head because I wanted to fucking hurt myself in a positive way. And when I just went away, I didn't even look for his reaction. Like, It's so fucking pointless. Should have given it to like some of you guys. If you need some money and I have some money, just hit me up like CarltheBarstool@gmail.com. I will send you the money via PayPal or something. God. We are so fucked as a society. We are so fucked. Like, I walk through the city and all these women pass me, and I'm like, I start observing people even more than I used to. Like, I used to observe people because I had to, due to like the constant fight or flight shit. Like, you are constantly looking around, what are people doing, possible threats, whatnot, so you kind of become very aware of body language and if someone is lying and shit, and micro expressions, because you're constantly like on the lookout for possible threats. But anyways, with like the newfound knowledge of the last recent years about women and society, it has become even more of a fucking nightmare to walk through the city. You see all these guys, like couples walking around, and you can see like how the fucking woman is dominating the relationship, like even if it's not apparent, but you see her like doing shit. Like you see the resignation in the guy's face. It's like on Monday I went back to the train station to go home, and I see this couple crossing the road in front of me, and it was just like 5 seconds, but I could see like they were holding hands, and this guy, he tried to do something, like it was nothing, like he kind of went in one direction, so he went a little bit in the other direction. Instantly, like she made like a face and like a gesture. It was like someone commanding a dog without saying anything. You know how some people, they just do like the palm thing to like control the dog, like something like that. And the fucking look of resignation on that guy's face, like, and it's so frustrating. You know that thing with like Indian elephants, where they basically take, when the elephants are really little and have no strength, they attach them to like a really thin chain, like a fucking, it's as thin as your finger, like your pinky. And when the elephant grows, they can still fix it to a place with that chain, because the elephant does not have like logical reasoning, so he does not get that he's now strong enough to rip the chain, but in his head he still has that ingrained memory that he can from his childhood, and he still thinks he can fucking rip off that chain, even though it's like a joke, okay, like a fucking human child can rip it apart. It's similar to that, like this man and to the woman, like the man here with the resignated look on his face, he had forgotten, society has made him forget that he could literally take this woman, grab her by the throat and put her fucking head on the pavement and just fucking kill her right there. He could do that without no problem. Like he could leg swipe her without any prior training. He could leg swipe her and give her like a fucking punch in the face that would fucking destroy her, like on the spot. I'm not advocating for violence here, but I am advocating for violence here, okay? Like, this is like the mindset that he should have. Like, he should, if she does shit like this, he should grab her hand and fucking grab her tit in public and fucking do something really bad. But it's not gonna happen. Like, this is the level of deception that is going on. Like, men have forgotten how fucking superior they are, how independent they are in comparison to women. Anyways, you see shit like this, and you see all these young effeminate males, you see this nightmare society unfolding before your eyes, and it's like why wouldn't I just take a can of gasoline and set a discotheque like a fucking bar on fire on a weekend. Like, why wouldn't I do that? Like, what? Like, at least the survivors will have a fucking story to tell for the rest of their lives, okay? Like, this mediocrity, like, fucking complacency is death, okay? I never got that shit. Like, people... When I was really young, I was like, when I grow up, I want to have... I want to have a PlayStation 3. I want to have Ace Combat. I want to have... And at some point, that shit just went away. Like, I grew out of that. Like, it's like in the Bible, you know? When you're a man, when you're a child, you think like a child. If you're a man, you think like a man. But most people, they never get that far. Like, they still want that fucking car. They still want these toys, these new shoes, the fucking new smartphones. They never think beyond, like, what is the point? What is the point? What is the point of that? Like, what is the point of doing that? There's no point. Okay, what is beyond that? What if I had, like, how can you never do that? Like, you go like from A to B to C, okay, and it's a logical thought process, it's progressive thinking, okay, like not progressive but in steps, okay, like I want car, but wait a second, what if I had car? Oh, like if I had car, I would want TV. Why? And then you follow that and you're like, I want unlimited amount of dog shit. Has it made me happy? And then you go like back. In past, I got good shit. It did not make me happy for long. AKA in future, new shit will not make me happy either. What is solution to this problem? Like, this is like a basic shit thought. Like this should be like common sense. But you still see people like doing that, like running around. In the cities are like have a tendency to be really, because they have no connection to nature and like living real life, growing your own food and raising livestock, and they are not even around that, they're nowhere near that, so they are usually kind of left-leaning. Cities are like red spots of fucking communist cancer in the countries, always. Look at because they have no connection to nature, like to anything. I'm not worshipping nature, but... Anyways, I gotta stop now. Fucking... Family's calling.